this might be our final session, played stream session of Fear and Hunger. We got a lot done last stream. We defeated the Guardian. We got into kind of the big place in Mahabre, and we defeated Francois, the god of domination. But unfortunately, we got taken to a new place called the Void, and died to dinosaurs. So now, with more knowledge and experience, I'm hoping to finish the fight. Do, 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 do. Turn the time machine. That's some nice fire you got there. Oh no! Alrighty. So yeah, we beat this jerk. Let's see. Hunger. Arm, leg. Let's see what else. And we're low on food. Oh my, you know what? I'm kind of dumb. I should have gotten some more elixirs of mind, but we'll see if we can get things done on this go, and if we don't, we'll try again. As you close the throne, you feel air standing still. You feel electricity and excitement radiating from the chair. Your heart is beating fast. It feels like the throne holds great significance in the greater scheme of things. This is the throne to ascend to become a new god. You could just sit here. Believe me, I wanted nothing more when I first got here. But doing so won't change a thing. It would just start a new cycle that would eventually reach to the very same conclusion. Francois. The choice is yours, of course. Do as you please. The throne of the new god is sitting here empty, waiting for the successor to the past gods. Sit on the chair. Yeah, I wonder if that's how most people sit on thrones. You know, they just turn around and walk backwards into it like they're, reverse parking. A pitch new black world is unveiled before you. Cold wind carries unnatural cries from all around you. You are not alone here, even if it would seem otherwise. I have my arms back. I have my arm back, at least. Ready. Oh, more Queen Darcy. Mysterious sign has been crafted here. Seems like this place hasn't always been completely deserted. How do I get over there? Okay, we're going up a bit. Does this have a nail in it? It does not. Oop. Waiting for that stupid thing to move. And the leveling doesn't make a lot of sense in this. The green hue hurts our eyes. There doesn't appear to be anything in the pit. It's just endless green. Okay. How do I get up to Darcy? Can't really go down this just yet. Go one more, please. Let's try that. Oh, here we go. Mysterious sign. Nope. Thanks for uploading this playthrough. Just wanted to like this game, but it's too frustrating. No prob 10. No prob. It's the game really just like beats it down. You find Darcy laying down here. She seems to be unconscious. Oh no. Ah, what? I seem to have passed out. You saved me once again. And once again, the damsel in distress. What am I doing wrong? I'm given all to rise above such petty roles, but every time the fate mocks me yet again. I've given my all, yeah, okay, I've given my all. I've tried to stick to my beliefs and high morals through all this nightmare, but what for? Dot dot dot. Oh, let's move that donut goal. Move nice and down here. Turn the music up a bit. Oh no, Darcy's evil now. If that's what it takes, I'll embrace the darkness. Nothing matters to me anymore but survival. I'll play the game with its rules. Are you ready to continue? Don't let the dungeon get to you. They have had their way with me already. I don't care anymore. Let's go. Oh, my talk skill didn't work. Her stats are the same. Um... Potion of Life, file. Nothing to smoke. Alright, let's try talking. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood for chatter. Fair enough. You're getting paranoid because of fear. A mysterious sign has been crafted here. Seems like this place hasn't always been deserted. Yeah, fair enough. What are these giant thingamadooders? No, no, no. Are you planning on playing the game with different characters or playing the second game? I think I'm more likely to play the second game. I might do like another playthrough, but I think it might behoove me to try another game. Or, yeah. First I have to make the tip video, I think, for this and a review. Because I got words about this game. The green hue hurts our eyes. There doesn't appear to be anything with that just endless screen. Whoa, whoa. There are pterodactyls here. Here's a hole. So apparently you're supposed to hide in these holes when the giant dinosaur is coming for you. You almost hear just some clanging noise from the thingy thing. So we know there's a hole over there. There's a hole here. Big hole density. Okay, that's so weird. Did something move out of the corner of your eye? Who knows? Probably. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this tile set. You can feel someone or something following you. Oh no, Terrifying Presence has my scent. Do I have to go? I'm going back to the holes. We're gonna loiter around here. Apparently there's a speedrun of this game, so that might be worth something looking into potentially. Also, I think there's like 3 other difficulties, so it'd be cool. And apparently the guy you were supposed to find, um, hide and hole. You can, rescue him. Next time you can use your tinderbox. True, true. Okay, we're hiding the hole. So at least we've gotten back to the fear part of fear and hunger. We'll leave the hole. Little bonfire arena. Sign. Okay, instead of constantly backtracking and hiding in holes, I'm gonna see if I can find a new hole. I guess you remember the moment we got our freedom for the first time. This is the feeling we've been striving for ever since. You were getting terrified. Leave your burdens behind. Leave your body behind. Let me continue our flow with the wind. A new god greets you. New god. The only place where I can truly be free are my dreams. The vast, open plains of this netherworld. I hold no burden over the worries of my past life. Of course, this is a flawed logic. One should not bind oneself to a set location. One should be able to wander the world like a wind. But even gods are allowed to have flaws, no? Interesting. This dialogue box is in the center, so maybe this is more the game talking to us. As time as time will pass, will you tell people about your monumental achievement and share your gospel? How you pass through all the hardships, the dungeons laid before you, and about your eventual ascension. Yeah, I'm gonna share that gospel. I have to tell the people what we've seen here. Stories about your fabled endeavors are passed to people of all ages. Your tales inspire many in the times to come, from children to elderly. The coming era, mankind is at the brink of chaos. Diseases run wild, and kingdoms wage war with hundreds of thousands of casualties on all fronts. On all fronts, both women and children included. You would have the power to interrupt and potentially stop this. You have the strength to stop the mindless killing, but that would require you to step out of the plane of this void. Instead, you could try to affect mankind through religion and beliefs. Affecting the whole culture means slow change. Okay, so we're getting quizzed on how we're going to be a god, and its effects don't save those in immediate peril, but religion might have long-lasting effects. Well, if I'm the god of freedom, save mankind with your strength, influence people through religion. I'm gonna go with save mankind with your strength. You leave your golden throne to disrupt the ongoing wars. With overwhelming strength, you crush entire armies that stand in your way. Kings and sultans of the time are left in terror before your power. Once you are done with your rage, Giga Chad's strength versus religion. Damn straight. Once you're done with your age, mankind is left in a state of chaos. Common people got no one to turn onto and thus seek safety from smaller tribes and communes. By meddling with mankind, you ended up halting the technological and cultural progress. People are also less self-imposed because of relying on gods in the past. I don't know if that tracks. That seems a little weird. The civilizations are back to the Iron Age-like structure where physical strength is the only thing that matters. You watch other deities and gods fall around you one by one as men revolt against old world order. However, your gospel back in the day was so strong that people remember it loud and clear. Your legacy had only grown stronger with you crushing the warring kingdoms before the chaos began. Men fear you. You are known as the fierce god, and because there are no other gods left to rival your power, you become the one and only god, despite your strength being limited to that of a new god. Okay. We, we, we did it. We did it. I am the best dungeon. I am the best new god. I'm getting terrified. You never escape the dungeons of fear and hunger. You have an ominous feeling about this place. Instead, you chose eternal void and darkness as a new god. Yeah. Damn. Time for a replay, yeah. Yeah. Keep it up. Ending D minus, a new god. So, pretty sick. Um so we picked spread gospel and strength. I want to try spread gospel and religion, and we'll see if we get a slightly less kick in the nuts. Okay, okay. So you see here, Kevin MacLeod, the intro track. Ooh, really? He did this? Sick. Yeah. Copyright free music. Just attribution required. Good stuff. Did we find it? We did. Alright. So remember, we're doing religion. No, wait. Spread word. And then the other one. Spread word, then religion. The only place I can truly be free are my dreams. In the vast open plains of this netherworld, I hold no burden over the worries of my past life. Of course, this is a flawed logic. One should not bind oneself to a set location. One should be able to wander the world like a wind. But even gods are allowed to have flaws now. As time will pass, will you tell people about your monumental achievement and share your gospel? How you passed through all the hardships and the dungeons laid before you and your eventual ascension. Share the gospel. Stories about your fabled endeavors are passed to people of all ages. Your tales inspire many in the times to come, from children to elderly. In the coming era, mankind is at the brink of chaos. Diseases run wild and kingdoms wage war, with hundreds of thousands of casualties on all fronts, both women and children included. You would have the power to interrupt and potentially stop this. You have the strength to stop the mindless killing, but that would require you to step out of the plane of this void. Instead, you could try to affect mankind through religion and beliefs. Affecting the whole culture means slow change. Its effect won't save those in immediate peril, where religion might have more long-lasting effects. Influence people through religion. Slowly, in times of despair, people start to turn to your religion in hopes for salvation. Many are killed, and every new victim feeds the ongoing plague and destruction. This age would be known as the Dark Age in the history books, but your life would become an important factor in the survival of civilizations. You are known to men as the Merciful God. New deities and false apostles rise as decades go by, but the foundation you laid during the Dark Age made you the pillar of morals for centuries to come. Even if your power is limited to that of the new gods, your legacy would eventually rival that of older gods. GG. You never escaped. Instead, you chose eternal void and darkness as a new god. So I tried leaving. I just want to bring that up. I did try leaving before, and I burst into flames. You remember, Tempest. You remember the moment we got our freedom for the first time. That is the feeling we've been striving for ever since. Leave your burdens behind. Leave your body behind. Let me continue our flow with the wind. A new god greets you. The only place where I can truly be free are my dreams. In the vast open plains of this netherworld, I hold no burden over the worries of my past. Of course, this is a flawed logic. One should not bind oneself to a set location. One should be able to wander the world like wind, but even gods are allowed to have flaws now. As time will pass, will you tell people about your monumental achievement and share your gospel? You pass through all the hardships, the dungeon laid before you, and about your eventual ascension. Live in silence. Your story is left unspoken and unsung. There are rumors here and there, but for the most part, the era that you got started diminished with your ascension. In the coming era, mankind is at the brink of chaos. Diseases run wild, and kingdoms wage war with hundreds of thousands of casualties on all fronts, both women and children included. You would have the power to interrupt and stop the killing. Blah blah blah. We've got this all before. Said you could try to affect mankind through religion beliefs affecting the whole world. Let's do save mankind with strength and regress them to the shitty part. You leave your golden throne to disrupt the ongoing wars. With overwhelming strength, you crush entire armies that stand in your way. Gods and sultans of the time are left in terror before your power. Once you are done with your rage, mankind is left in a state of chaos. Common people got no one to turn onto, and thus they seek safety from smaller tribes and communes. By meddling with mankind, you ended up halting the technology and cultural progress. People are also less self-imposed because of relying on gods in the past. The civilizations are back to Iron Age-like structures where physical strength is the only thing that matters. The harsh time breed harsh men. Mankind is physically in its peak because of the warring tribes. Because there's no centralized civilization, creating a strong, uniform religion proves out to be difficult. With all new understanding of morals and customs, people riot against the gods of older times. Recenter. There we go. Managed to withstand the oncoming forces for some time, but eventually among mankind there appears a successor to your reign. Oh no! You are beheaded, and your mutilated torso is put on display. You become a symbol of old, and in this way you are remembered even in coming centuries. So I become a garbage god. Cool, cool. Yeah, that speed running right there. Just do you remember the moment we got our... we're gonna skip until we get to the good part. As time will pass, will you tell people about your monumental achievement and share your gospel, how you passed through all the hardships the dungeons laid before you, and about your inevitable ascension? Live in silence. Your story is left unspoken and unsung. There are rumors here and there, but for the most part, the era of the new god started diminished with your ascension. In the coming era, mankind is at the brink of chaos. Diseases run wild and kingdoms wage war with hundreds of thousands of casualties on all fronts, women and children included. You would have the power to interrupt and potentially stop this. You have the strength to stop the mindless killing, but that would require you to step out of the plane of this void. Instead, you could try to affect mankind through religion and beliefs. Affecting the whole culture means slow change, and its changes don't save those in immediate peril, but a religion might have more long-lasting effects. So, we did war, but we did strength, we'll do religion now. Sadly, only a few people find their way to your teachings because of your relatively less known status. At best, you manage to form a cult around your religion. Oh, let me resize that. But because everyone who follows you is condemned as a heretic in these times of great peril and prejudice, your followers resort to dark arts and dubious methods in order to survive. Centuries later, you still manage to hang onto your cult status. However, generations of degenerative methods inside your cult has led it to becoming very notorious around modern religions. You are considered far from the most notable gods, and generally your followers are spit upon of the city streets. In the city streets, spit upon. It could just been spit upon. With your legacy dying, so does your strength. You are dethroned as time goes on by the new generation of new gods. You are forgotten in the sands of time. Let's go. Yeah, so it seems spreading your gospel and fighting. No, spreading your god and religion is the best way to be a new god. You never escaped the dungeons of fear and hunger. Instead, you chose eternal void and darkness as a new god. So I guess that's why Francois was so beta when we found him, because he was super strong at first, and then near the end of his reign, he was just like a dude that Nasra like lit on fire. He just lit him up. It is weird, like how the power level of gods work. You know, it's like, oh, when you're a new god and you go out, either you stay quiet or you're boisterous about your power. You can just like beat up kingdoms, right? But then just like anyone can come murder you guys. But maybe, I don't know, like protagonists are special. Alright, let's uninstall. See if anything happens while in the void. Nothing did. Which is not surprising, honestly.